What is up, guys? The Unknown Blizzy here with another arena guide for you. This guide is going to pertain to the game mode of Capture the Flag. Now, CTF or Capture the Flag is one of the game modes that requires a lot of communication because it is very team oriented. So, if you have a party of 4 and all of you have mics, you're pretty much good to go. And if you know the callouts, this is probably not like the part you're probably looking for. But it's just good to have that because they'll one up the other team probably. Now, if you're a solo player, and you should probably party up with someone on your team that has a mic, so you have at least 2 people that have communication with each other. I'm not saying you're not going to stand a chance, but it's just an advantage that you could have over the other team. Now, CTF, there's mostly 2 methods of winning the game pretty much. One of them I'd like to call one and done. You're probably just going to capture one of the flags where the enemy team is, and they're probably just going to sit there and try to defend it. And the other one is called just blow them out pretty much. You want to try to capture as many as you can in the time you have, and it's pretty more the most efficient way to go. Just in case you if you did the first method and your team does die, it's an easy cap for them, and that's not what you want. And pretty much the second way is a lot more funner than just sitting in your base camping and trying to win the game. Unless it was like a really good team, and then I'd probably go with the first one because I've done both methods sometimes. It just depends on the scenario of the game. Um, Now, specialist you should probably be using. One of the biggest ones that you could use is probably overdrive. This most crucial. You could just try to get to the other side of the map as fast as possible, where when you get the flag, you can just run it back to your base as fast as possible. Now, the second one is psychosis. Psychosis is a very big one also, because once you get that flag, if you just use your ability, you're pretty much going to just confuse the enemy, and you want to try to just run and get out of their base as fast as possible. Another really good one is actually Scythe, so you can anchor down the back of your spawn, and you can just anchor down anyone that tries to get the flag. Now, a very not good one, yeah, a very not good one, that sounds weird, but a not really good one is active camo, because there's actually a thing where if you do active camo when you have the flag doesn't go invisible. You just still see the flag. It's pretty much a floating flag running around, and you don't want that pretty much. So I would suggest you steer away from using that specialist, and you should probably be running for score streaks. It's very crucial. You should probably be running counter UAV, because once you put that up, you're not going to be able to be seen on the radar, and the delay of the flag and where it says to kill the person is not going to really be there, and you're not really gonna. It's gonna just confuse the enemy pretty much. Another very good score streak is to use a guardian. If you put down the flag, it's gonna slow down the enemy, and if usually you have one person sitting back defending, it's pretty much an easy pick for them. The next one is a very good defensive one, and it helps win games, and it can decide games. Sentry gun. If you have a hardened sentry up and you put that in your base, you're probably not gonna be able to touch your flag until that thing just it runs out of its battery, and that will probably decide the game. That's what a lot of games come down to, is who gets their sentry first and who has it in their base, pretty much. Now, some tips for you guys when you are having the flag or someone on your team does have the flag. You want to try to make like a checkpoint where route they're taking. You want to try to defend them around that route. Pick anyone off that tries to take them out, and you'll most likely score unless you all get wiped out somehow. And when the person that does have the flag, they should probably try to take a very confusing route and try to wall run all the time, because it will confuse the enemy. You want to try to take different routes every time. You don't want to try to take the same route unless it really works. Like, there are some maps where it does work really well if you do take the same route. And try to come up with your own routes, you know. It might take longer to get the flag there, but it will probably be worth that 1 point that you need to win the game. Now, don't try to make your routes predictable all the time. Sometimes you do want to make it predictable so you can just kill the enemy and then you just get the easy cap. And that's pretty much it for this guide on CTF. CTF is a very, very basic, I guess you could say, game mode. You can get very used to it after a while. But that's it for this video, and leave a like at the below, and subscribe. All the team social media links are at the bottom, and I'll see you tomorrow with another guide.